Have you had this feeling that no matter how much you struggle, you are not able to find the success you are looking for? If you have, you are not alone. Millions of people, all over the world, struggle with issues relating to limiting beliefs and low self-esteem every single day. If you want to learn how to overcome these issues, we need to take a closer look at the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Limiting beliefs are blind and unhealthy beliefs that stop you from achieving success in different areas of your life. Limiting beliefs are a bit like walls that you have built around yourself to protect yourself from failure and humiliation. They try to stop you from taking action and stepping out of your comfort zone. Even if you do take a step, the fear is so intense that you give up at the first hurdle that you come across. Limiting beliefs ultimately stop you from going after your dreams. Before you can get rid of these pesky beliefs, you need to understand them well. So, where do these beliefs come from? Well, our beliefs usually come from two sources: our experiences and our influences. From an early age, we are bombarded with opinions and information from our family, society, and the people closest to us. As we grow and form bonds with our classmates and others, our minds continue to absorb, filter, and process the information that we gather from various situations. All the interactions that we have on a daily basis influence us to think, act, and believe in a certain way. Most of this happens subconsciously. If you grew up in a household that believed that family always comes first, the chances are, you will take action to create a close-knit, well-connected family. If you grew up around people who think the wealthy are lucky and get all the breaks, chances are, you believe that your ability to become wealthy is a steep, almost impossible climb. If you grew up in a family that believes in a good education, chances are, you believe the same, and now expect your kids to get a good education as well. Well, hopefully, you get the idea. The second source of our beliefs is our past experience. You learn from every experience in your life. Even if you don't consciously try to learn anything, your mind will still process your experience and form beliefs based on singular, significant experiences, or even multiple experiences of a similar nature. In fact, most of our limiting beliefs are formed as a result of our experiences. If you've repeatedly failed in your past relationships, you may think that there are no good people in the world, and that you'll never find love. Similarly, if you've been passed up for a promotion at work, you may start believing that you are not good enough to perform a higher role. Usually, most of our limiting beliefs are formed during our childhood, when we were not in a state to analyze or question them. Once you begin to understand where your beliefs come from, you can start to challenge them, and ultimately, change them. Your beliefs about yourself and about the world can directly impact your way of life, not just mentally, but physically too. The stronger the belief, the more impact it can have on you. If you have a belief that you can't achieve a particular goal, it can result in lower self-confidence, and ultimately, lower self-esteem. As your self-esteem falters, you might start avoiding trying out new things, and this, in turn, will result in you reinforcing that limiting belief. As you can see, it's a vicious cycle, and you must break it if you want a better life. You will never be able to achieve your true potential if you continue to live with your limiting beliefs. At best, you might end up leading a mediocre life. So, how do you break this cycle and overcome your limiting beliefs? There are a number of psychological methods that can help you. Some of the best tools like hypnosis, cognitive behavioral therapy, neuro-linguistic programming, etc. need you to either train yourself or get help from a trained coach or a therapist. There are also techniques like affirmations and visualization. These, however, may take more time and effort to get significant results. The common factor, across all methods, is the first step, and that is, identifying your limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs can sometimes be challenging to identify. The best way to do this is to be mindful and keep track of your self-talk. Soon, you will start noticing the limiting beliefs and patterns that run through your mind during conversations. Now that you have identified your limiting beliefs, it is time to work on overcoming them. Unfortunately, most people are unable to do this effectively because they think that just by being aware of their limiting beliefs, they will be able to modify their thoughts and behaviors. While awareness is important, most of your limiting beliefs have a ton of emotional charge attached to them, which is ultimately where the problem lies. Whenever you have a large amount of emotion invested in something, it can create a barrier to change. In fact, the deeper the belief, the more difficult you'll find the process. One thing that's absolutely key to any change you want to make in your life is an intense desire and a willingness to be able to adapt to the new conditions that will follow the change. Now, let's see how to use this technique in order to overcome your limiting beliefs. The very first step to overcoming your limiting beliefs is to choose your outcome carefully. In order to do that, you have to ask yourself some tough questions. What goals do I want to achieve? What's preventing me from achieving my goals? What kind of person would I ideally like to become? What specific behavior do I want to change? What are the beliefs that are preventing me from achieving my desired outcomes? Once you are clear about the beliefs that are holding you back, you can start the process of overcoming these beliefs. Let's now look at how to change your beliefs. Step 2. Questioning your limiting beliefs. Remember, your limiting beliefs are only as strong as the references that support them. Often, your limiting beliefs have a number of different references that have helped reinforce them. These references probably started out as ideas, then turned into opinions, and later became your beliefs. So, the way to change these beliefs is to change your perspective and opinion about them. Begin by questioning and challenging your limiting beliefs. Asking yourself, is the belief accurate? Have I always believed this way? Was there a time that I didn't believe this? Is there any evidence that can disprove this limiting belief? Are there times when this belief doesn't make sense? Will this belief help me get what I want? Will it help me reach my goals? What is the exact opposite way of thinking about this belief? How will that be helpful? These questions are designed to encourage you to think outside the box so you can begin to shift how you think about your limiting beliefs. Step 3. Consider the consequences of your limiting beliefs. Now that you have begun to challenge your limiting beliefs, it's time for you to consider the possible consequences of holding onto your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself the following questions. What will it cost me if I don't eliminate this limiting belief? Emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. How will it affect my relationships? How will not making a change affect my life overall? What are the short-term consequences in not changing my life? What are the long-term consequences? What makes making this change so essential? When you think about the answers, try to visualize them as vividly as possible, using all your senses. The more pain you associate with holding onto your limiting beliefs, the higher your motivation will be to make positive changes in your life. So, make it as real as possible in your mind. Feel the anger, the regrets, the frustration. Experience the guilt. Many people get very emotional and some even cry during this exercise. It's that powerful. Step 4. Choose a new empowering belief. Now that you are motivated enough to change your limiting beliefs, you need to choose a new empowering belief. To unlock your new empowering belief, consider the goal that you want to achieve, the person that you want to become, and the core values that you want to maintain. Once you have considered these, ask yourself these questions. What would you likely believe while pursuing this goal? What would you believe about yourself? What would you believe about your goal? What will your attitude be like? How would you think about the obstacles you encounter along the journey? What will the people in your life, your family, your friends, your colleagues, be talking about you once you make the change? What benefits can I expect from using this new belief? How will it help me reach my goals? How will it change my life for the better? How will it help in both the long-term and short-term? How will this new belief make me feel about myself? How will this new belief empower me moving forward? Remember, the more reasons that you can find, the higher your motivation will be to break your old beliefs and replace them with empowering new beliefs. Step 5. Condition your new belief. Now that you have taken steps to change your old limiting beliefs into new empowering ones, it's time to begin to condition your new beliefs into your psyche so that they work on autopilot. One way to do this is through future pacing. Take time, every day, visualizing yourself using your new belief systems and behavioral patterns in your day-to-day activities. Take particular note of the actions you take, the decisions you make, the way you talk to others, and how you talk to yourself. Visualize how your newly formed attitude and how your new beliefs are going to help you create the life you want. Imagine a complete, new you. Another technique you can use is to anchor the new belief so that it is conditioned into your nervous system. This makes it super easy to switch from your old behavior to your new one on autopilot. We will talk about the anchoring process in our next video. Watch this video as many times as you need so that you learn these steps thoroughly. Above all, take action. In time, you'll be able to overcome your limiting beliefs and make significant changes in your life. For more details on how to transform your whole life and live a fulfilling, happy life, check out my website www.evolvelifeskills.com. Also, if you liked watching this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.